What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Lewis, and today we have another free agent bowling ball review, this time for the Motiv Tank Rampage Pearl. Before we get into any of the detail, guys, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Our next major milestone is 50,000 subscribers, and with your help, I can absolutely get there. Hey guys, if you like this new ball carry t-shirt or any of the shirts or jerseys I wear in any of my videos, coolwick.com, promo code Napoles10. To find this shirt, you can either search my name or just search New Ball Carry on Coolwick's website. And then down below in the description, there's gonna be a link where you can order a Tank Rampage Pearl or the ball spinner that the ball is sitting on, or really anything bowling related. It's a great way to help support the channel. So why am I reviewing the Tank Rampage Pearl if it's not like a newer ball? Well, now that I'm a free agent, if you guys remember, if you guys were watching the channel back when I was with Motiv the first time, my favorite Motiv ball that I ever threw when I was on staff with them was the Desert Tank. I threw that thing on everything. It was my first 800 with that ball. So this is like the newest version of that. And so because of that, I wanted to throw it, wanted to review it, see how similar it is to it. So let's get into the tech. The core is the Gear V2 symmetrical core. So it's a variation of the core that's in the Venom Shock. 15 pounds as an RG of 2.55, which is on the higher side, and a max differential of 0.020, which is on the lower side. It's exactly what you're looking for in a core in a urethane or urethane-like bowling ball. This is not urethane cover stock. It's the Frixion M6 Pearl microcell polymer cover that comes out of box at a 1000 finish. Again, this is microcell, not urethane. So it's gonna be a urethane-like motion, but it's not urethane. And then with the layout, this is not my typical tester layout. This is the same layout that I had on my favorite Desert Tank back in the day, being 30 by 4 by 25. So a little bit closer to my PAP because it is a urethane ball, a little bit lower of a valve angle because I want to get it to try to tip a little bit. So this is a ball that I'm going to look to throw on the fresh from a little bit straighter on house shot or on sport shots as well, the shorter sport shots. We're going to be here at Samstown on lane 1 on a fresh, typical house shot. Let me know down below in the comments, guys. Do you guys have a Tank Rampage Pearl? Do you like it? Why or why not? Honestly, I haven't seen many of these go down the lane, so I am excited for this ball. All right, so this is going to be the first shot that I film. I threw it a few shots to warm up, and I should have recorded the very first shot. It went into the left gutter, how strong it was, but it's since tamed down. So this is going to be the first shot here that we film. Yeah, it seems very early, right? Like urethane, but it doesn't want to bail as much down lane. It's still very much a urethane type shape. And I can already see that this hooks less down lane than the Desert Tank ever did for me. And that this feels something closer to a urethane type motion. So we're gonna throw a few more shots and see. I am pretty far left because I want to stay away from the friction. If I get it into the friction, if it stands up immediately. So I'm trying to play it a little bit more in the oil. Let's see how this progresses. Now I will say, just based on that shot, I don't think I'll ever throw this on a house shot, but I would like to see what this looks like on a sport shot for sure. Let's throw another shot, same spot here. Oh, there we go, kick out the 7-pin. Yeah, very, very lazy motion. And I don't say that in a negative kind of way because I was expecting this ball to be very lazy down lane because it is a urethane type motion. And in a high friction center like this, it kind of shows me all I need to see that I'm not really going to throw this on house, but this is going to be a sport shot ball that I think is going to be really good. And I would like to put this on a short pattern and compare it to some urethane balls to see what the differences are. I definitely don't want to leak it quite as right as I did that last shot. But I think this is a pretty good look here. Oh yeah, see that time it did not kick out the 7-pin. I feel like I'm missing too far right. Like I need to almost get it a little bit more in front of me, and that's what we're gonna try to do on this next shot. So we're gonna go to the same spot with our feet, but we're gonna move our eyes in a little bit, try to keep this a little bit more in the oil. Trying to hit like 9, 10, 11-ish down lane and see what this looks like. So I was trying to hit like 9, 10, 11. That was closer to like 13. But all in all, you kind of see the picture where straighter with this ball is definitely greater. Let's hit our mark on the next shot and see if it goes through the pins. All right, same idea as the last one, but not get it as left, kind of in between. Not really used to playing this kind of shot here, so bear with me here. There we go. Oh, yeah, it's very finicky. I thought that was a pretty good shot. I might have got it a little bit right of what I wanted, but it's very finicky, and that's why I think that this is going to be better suited as a sport shot on the shorter patterns kind of look. But we are going to try to get a couple flush ones through the pocket before we wrap this up. All right, I'm going to move my feet one right and get a little bit closer to the friction, see if I can get it to pick up a little sooner and go through the pins. Oh, there we go. I thought that that was a little bit better, getting a little bit closer to the friction. So let's throw a few more shots from there. Yeah, that was much, much more what I'm looking for out of a ball like this Tank Rampage Pearl. Let's see if we can repeat that here. Oh, see, every time I leak it right, it's super flat 10. This is much closer to urethane than, I mean, any of the other microcell balls that I've thrown, but the last one I threw was the Desert Tank. This feels much closer to a traditional type urethane motion. All right, now look, before I throw my next shot, I do want to say that even though it is something similar, more similar to a urethane type motion, I really haven't missed a pocket yet at all, which is a really good thing to see, that even though I am on a house shot with a urethane type ball, I'm not really missing the pocket. Some of them are light, sure, but I'd rather 10 pin than 7-10 or washout or anything like that. So let's keep making good shots. Yeah, and especially now that I'm a little bit closer to the friction and I can get this ball to stand up, I think we're in a good spot now. There we go. That's the first like real flush one. And like I said, I haven't missed a pocket yet. And like I'm gonna say it a million times in my life, I would rather flat 10 than wash out or, you know, big 4 or 7-10 or anything. So let's keep making good shots now. All right, I'm gonna try to move in and shape it a little bit. And then after the shot, I'll go over what I think my best use cases would be out of this Tank Rampage Pearl. See if that'll see it. Oh, wow. Not my best look, but at least I can see that it allows me to shape it a little bit. All right, so best use cases. I think that if I wanted to play a little bit straighter on a house shot on the fresh, I think that it could be at least a decent option. Not my go-to option, however. My go-to option, I think, with this Tank Rampage Pearl, if I'm bowling on like Cheetah, Wolf, Nationals, I think that this could be a good option on the fresh. Basically, anytime I'm bowling on a pattern that's like 39 feet or shorter and high friction. So like if I was bowling on a sport shot here at Samstown that was like 38, 39 feet or lower in a very high friction center like it is here at Samstown, I think that this Tank Rampage Pearl can be a good option. But like I said, for me on a house shot, I don't see it happening. Now, if you are someone who is maybe a higher speed, lower rev rate player, or even just a lower rev rate player in general, I think that you can use this as a substitute to urethane. But let's throw a couple more shots and then we'll wrap up this video. All right, this is gonna be the last shot that I throw, but my buddy Johannes is here. He's gonna throw a shot for you guys two-handed with this ball after me here. That's gonna see it. There we go. That one I didn't get it quite as much to the right. And guys, like I said, that was gonna be my last shot. My buddy Johannes is gonna come up here and he's gonna throw a shot for you guys two-handed with that Tank Rampage Pearl. All right, so this is Johannes. He's our two-hander. Has literally never thrown this ball, so this is a complete guess as to where he needs to play. Wow, Were you trying to keep it tight like that?
No.
You were trying to get it right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so he said that that was a miss in, and it sat there, so we're gonna reset it, or he's gonna throw another shot and get it right a little bit. All right, so Joe mentioned he's gonna move everything right, feet and eyes. Looks like a pretty good shot. Bang. All right, Joe. All right, so what did you think about that shot?
I think, it's just sensitive to the friction type of urethane thing. It doesn't really roll off. Once it sees the friction, it just likes to take off.
So would you say that it's closer to urethane or closer to reactive resin?
Closer to urethane, for sure. Closer to urethane.
Okay, all right, all right. So guys, let us know in the comments, because Joe can kind of fit my fingers. Let me know if going forward you want to see more two-handed shots, and if you want to, we'll bring them back, and if not, we'll kick them out. We'll see you guys on the next one.